About how I'm responsible for the Oklahoma Sooners losing the 2008 college football championship game. And here's how this started. So this stuff started oddly enough at Campus Speak. And you're asking yourself, what is Campus Speak? Campus Speak was a college speakers agency in Colorado. After school, I did an internship there, so I got to know all the speakers. And these were people who go on to college, get paid to go on college camps and talk about alcohol abuse, mental health, hazing, study skills, all things that students should know. So, Campus Speak. So, while I was there, I lived with all the interns. We all lived in this one townhouse, and there was myself, who was from Iowa or Missouri, however you want to look at it. There was Jen, who was from New Jersey or North Carolina, depending on how you looked at it. There was Thorn, and he liked to say his stripper name was Thorn Daddy, and he was from Natchitoches, Louisiana. And then there was Leanne, who was from California, and she fit all the California stereotypes you could imagine. She was annoying. Anyway, as you can guess, we were all crammed in this townhouse for 6 months, and we didn't get along particularly. I got along with Jen. Thorne and Jen hooked up at one point, and Leanne was too into her boyfriend that she was just kind of ignored. She would sit down in the basement and talk to her boyfriend all night long. It was kind of, so anyway, Jen and I, we became friends because we were both going to go to graduate school. She went to Cincinnati. I'm not going to spell Cincinnati right, that's okay. And then she went to Florida. And I went to Missouri State, and then to Oklahoma. And it was while she was at Florida and I was at Oklahoma that we were like, hey, it was looking like Oklahoma was going to play in the national championship. And we said, hey, if that happens, we should go. So it got closer, and so we did. So we went to the national championship. But before that, I was like, hey, it's been a few years. How about if I come down for New Year? It was at the Orange Bowl, so she was in Florida. The game was in Florida. So I said, how about if I come down for New Year's Eve before the game, and then we'll go after that. And we did. And so, who do you think? Okay, this is University of Florida Gators in 2008. And who do you think we see on New Year's Eve? It's a big name. You guys still see him on TV. Tim Tebow. We saw St. Tebow on New Year's Eve, and that's Jen right there. And so we see St. Tebow on New Year's Eve, and I was like, hey, so I was messaging all my people local, hey, I'm 6 feet from Tim Tebow, and they were all messaging back, hey, he should break his leg so he can't play. Now, he was with a bunch of offensive linemen, and by the way, he was only drinking water that night. But I said, well, I probably shouldn't do that because I'd end up in the hospital or in jail, which I don't know which would be worse. So a week before the game, I could have broken Tim Tebow's leg, seeing him out on New Year's Eve. And then, you guys don't remember this game, but in the second half, Tim Tebow took over the game, and the Florida Gators beat Oklahoma. But if I would have hurt Tim Tebow, the Sooners probably would have won. So that's why I'm responsible for the Oklahoma Sooners losing the 2008 BCS game, because I didn't break Tim Tebow's leg on New Year's Eve, a week before the game. So that's why I'm responsible.